Open up the door, it's Dave!
Who?
Dave! D-A-V-E!
Dave?
Right, man, Dave.
Dave's not here.
I've talked in the past about the fact that Tesla has a secret sauce, and that's the charging network. When I get in my Tesla and I go anywhere, I can find charging, fast charging, pretty much on any route. Now, sometimes I have to take a more regular route than taking the back roads, but that's okay because I can always find charging. And because there's destination chargers different places, I can trickle charge when I'm at a destination and don't have to wait for the car. But if I'm on the road and on any highway, I can certainly stop and charge up and be on my way pretty quickly. And Tesla is really good at managing that and through the network and making sure that you have a place to charge. Other EVs, not so much. In fact, I was reading a couple of articles recently about how some of the people that drive other cars that are non-Tesla cars have issues with finding charging that's available to them along the way, and they have to jump through hoops and do different things. In fact, there was even a couple of articles about Jennifer Granholm, who's the energy secretary, who was saying that she was trying to go out and do a road trip across country and had all kinds of issues with getting to charging stations and doing something along the way because the charging network was not built out, and she was talking about the need to build out the charging network. Similarly, Pete Buttigieg, who's the transportation secretary, also tried some sort of a limited road trip using his EV and had trouble finding charging as well. And that's a bit of a gap, and that's a huge problem for us from an infrastructure standpoint. If you can't charge your car, why would you take it anywhere? So this is something that's going to have to be overcome. Now, in the short term, something I've been noticing is that a number of car companies are starting to promote their hybrid vehicles as the solution. They're saying, hey, you can get in the electric business, and anytime you need a longer distance where there's not electric charging, you can switch to gas. And that's kind of a smart way to approach it, if you ask me. That's a smart thing to think about if you kind of stop and think, what could I do to be able to get by without the charging network? Well, the hybrid is a way to go. Now, if you're going to get a Tesla, you don't have to worry about that. You will get to where you're going. It's really not an issue. You'll find your way pretty quickly and easily. But if you're driving a non-Tesla, that is certainly an answer that makes it a lot easier to get to where you're going. So I just wanted to share that with you. It was sort of a quick thought about something that was going on that kind of troubled me a little bit when I started to hear about companies trying to get charging and they can't get their charging networks up and going, and all these people trying to get out there and take road trips and seeing the shortcomings of the fact that there's no easy charging along the way. So something to consider as we think about the future of EV. We could get there, but it's going to take a little more effort, and maybe Tesla starts to open up their network to more people just to make this a little bit better.
What's your point, David?